great timing as we see New South Wales country about to embark on their first game of the championships up here in Moreton Bay. Coming live today from one of Australia's great rugby league heartlands. It'll be the Northern Territory folks running left to right on our screens. They've won the toss and they've decided to kick off. The strike centre gets her name up in lights for the first time this afternoon. Well, she was just chased valiantly there by Leedy, the Territorians fullback, but just too much speed and pace. And full of class right out there on the right edge. So first try to Preston. Here's the kick of conversion from right out on the touchline and just spills to the left-hand side of the post. So no change, it's 4 points to 0. What a start for New South Wales country. They lead the Northern Territory by 4 points to 0, thanks to Harvey Norman. I know a lot of our viewers would have just clicked on for the very first time just after the school run this afternoon, and we welcome you to our live and exclusive coverage, all thanks to Harvey Norman. A revised format, the championships this year with the addition of the under-19s teams. But haven't we seen more footy than ever? And speaking of more footy, well, that brings more opportunities as well for the players to just showcase their tremendous skills and athleticism in our great game of rugby league. And haven't they all put up their hand today for selection in future representative and NRLW teams? And a lot of class on display since our very first game at 9:30 this morning, right throughout the entire day. The women have put on an absolute spectacle for everybody watching right across Australia. There's Baker. Sending it away now to Keeley, who's looking to distribute it back there now to Chester, who's got straight through the middle of the field. Oh, Keeley again. Well, we spoke about her involvement. She just loves getting her hands on the footy. Back and out at Todd Hunter. And it comes now to Montgomery. Brown, the captain, offloads it and gets her first try for New South Wales country. She's the captain offloading, and Lloyd Phillips closing it down in spectacular fashion. 8 points to 0 thanks to Harvey Norman. So 2 quick tries in the first 5 minutes of this game. We've seen a few cricket scores over the last couple of hours. They'll be looking to join the party in New South Wales country. So this is all about opportunity, identifying emerging talent from right across Australia here over the next 4 days. It's just a tremendous pathway for our most talented women to reach the highest pinnacle on the sporting calendar here in Rugby League. As you know by now, the championships have expanded to 14 teams. More than 300 players have descended here in the Moreton Bay region. To say one of Australia's greatest rugby league heartlands for the next 4 days. And not just the excitement on the field, but there's also a terrific buzz around the stadium and around the district. Need competitions like this to continue on right throughout Australia to survive. Businesses need it the most. And speaking of businesses, Harvey Norman, they make this possible. The NRL.com live stream giving you the best seat in the house throughout the championships. Let us know on NRL.com where you're checked in this afternoon, taking our coverage here from Moreton Daily Stadium. Of course, this stadium has undergone a $24 million upgrade as well. A brilliant playing surface. Everybody in this region should be tremendously proud with the facilities. As we see now, the Northern Territory. First real attacking trance inside the half of country. Back to Kingdon. Put down. Of course, the region also trying to bid to become the 17th team in the NRL, which I know for a fact has been a long ambition for many up here, for many generations. So that's where they are, right on the 20-metre line, as Casey finds Kurnoff. What a one-on-one tackle there. Combining well. Got straight back up off the ground though. Here's the cross-field kick. Leaping high into the air to come down with an absolute beauty to give her side, New South Wales country, an opportunity to attack through Jordan Preston. Of course, the first try scorer for New South Wales country here this afternoon. Driven back towards their own 30. That was Lloyd Phillips. Montgomery delivers. It's on the ground. Dived on here by the Northern Territory. Coming away with it is Erica Kurnoff. Here's Leedy. Hoisting it high and far. 3 in the tackle there from country. Looking to shut her offloading ability down. Speaking of Toy, she's playing it back. Look to break free of tackles, but they can't get away there. So this is the 30-metre line, trailing by 8 points to 0. 10 minutes remaining in the first half of footy as the ball comes to the ground. And now let's keep an eye. Yeah, it's going to come back to New South Wales country here as the ball was knocked on here. So we see Taylor Montgomery here, folks, just looking to put this into the scrum. There she is there with the ball in hand. Opposing her today for Northern Territory is the captain in Corey for the Territorians. Here's Keeley drifting. Here's space. Here's trouble. Here's an attack. Did well there, the Northern Territory, to scramble. And now just hanging down for too long. So Todd Hunter wants to take matters into her own hands here and try and get on with it as quickly as possible as she can. Back there now to Chantel. Takes play down towards the 30-metre line. Gaga plays it back. Comes away this time again from Montgomery. Here's Berry, dangerous, good ball. Phillips is after two. And Lloyd Phillips picks up her double in the first 10 minutes against the Northern Territory. Pretty identical to the first one. Identical as well in the lead-up play. And Lloyd Phillips goes over there in the afternoon setting sun here in Moreton Bay. Untouched. And don't forget, who could go on to NRLW representation? Of course, we only have to go back to around 2018, 2019, and the name Julia Robinson, I'm sure that rings a bell for many rugby league followers. Of course, the current Harvey Norman Queensland Maroons representative. Well, she started her rugby league career right here in this very tournament. She came through the pathway, and she came through the Australian Defence Force program. Just a tremendous opportunity for everyone out here today to be seen and to have that opportunity to be selected in other teams. Yeah, it was 2018 to be exact. Or Julia Robinson. And what a ride she's been on over the last 3 years, of course, playing for the Broncos, playing for the Brisbane Broncos and the Jillaroos that year as well. So as we know, just fantastic exposure. As we see now, Country taking it off their own goal line here. Of course, this is the under-19s. We'll launch into the grand final on Sunday. Be able to watch that live and exclusive on Fox Sports, I understand, and KO, and maybe simulcast on NRL.com. So check your local guides for where you will be able to see all the grand final day action here from the championships come Sunday. So after the penalty, they've hit the 40-metre line here, New South Wales Country, with good attacking flair. They're looking to hold on to the footy. Berry does exactly that. Well, that's class. That's experience there from Tegan Berry. We know what she's done in the game of rugby league. Here's Todd Hunter. Another big game. A big tournament expected from Todd Hunter. Here's Berry. Stabs one downfield. As the Northern Territory come away and set themselves back onto the captain in Brown for country. There's Brown in the tackle, going downstairs low, but the referee has called New South Wales country offside. So what are they going to do here, the Northern Territory? Will they shoot for touch? Bleedy just having a look around, saying, yeah, let's go for touch. Let's find good territory. And that's exactly what she was able to do. Going to about 5 or 6 metres off the boot. So just under 5 minutes remaining in the first half of footy. So Leedy takes the tap and gets things going. There's the territory. Take it up over the 40-metre line. There's Kurnoff finding Nikki. But it's just gone straight through her breadbasket. So easy ball. Back for New South Wales country here. Now this is Time Crib. Spent a bit of time watching her in the New South Wales Rugby League competition. She's played a fair bit of Tarsha Gale Cup. Harvey Norman Monday night footy. Montgomery takes him to the line. Look at this class on display here by the electrifying halfback, Taylor Montgomery. Well, New South Wales country, they've gone bang, bang, all because of this fine effort. Points to nil. And everyone's having a bit of a song and a dance around the stadium. Well, isn't this what the festival football is all about? The music comes on. Everybody's just had a fabulous 8 hours here today. It's been, as I say, the jumping castles. They're behind the Des Webb stand over there, just out of shot at the moment. And we've got face painting. We've seen a few clowns around the ground doing the face painting as well. We've just had an almighty day, a great festival up here in Redcliffe. And this is only day one. Here's the kick from the sideline. Can it come back around? No, it cannot. So spread the word, folks. We're here for the next 3 days. Friday, Saturday and Sunday for all your rugby league action here in the Harvey Norman National Championships. So it's just great to have the National Championships back. And we're just going to have a look now at the interchange players about to come out onto the field for the Northern Territory. And it looks like Brooklyn Johnson is going to get a run there. Megan Closey, the coach of the Northern Territory, giving her opportunity to impress. So inside the last 2 minutes of the first half, as we see country coming back away from the touch line, out of the afternoon shadows of the Western Grandstand. Keeley delivering. Now we can hear a whistle here. That can only mean one thing. There's going to be a penalty here on their own 40. So the country here, I'm pretty sure they're just going to take the tap here. They've got a huge backline spread to the left-hand side of the field. I'm sure they're about to go that way at every opportunity. Out here to the Lloyd Phillips wing. Do they go away from this touchline just yet as they come back away to the western side? Under the tackle there, it's the big number 12 over the top in Chantel. Give them back there now to Junior Vadraka. Getting her first touch of the footy for New South Wales country. So Keeley again. Oh, that doesn't look good. Referee will give a penalty without hesitation here. Going too high around the top. So they take the tap and surge their way close, don't they, towards the goal line. Tremendous traffic by the Territory, and that traffic has led to this knock on. Well, that's pressure. That's just tremendous defence. Take a look at this. Let's count. 1, 2, 4. 4 Territorians over the top. Absolutely sandwiching the attacking progress of what could have come from country. Stopped them in their tracks pretty quickly, didn't it? So 16 points to nil inside the final 15 seconds of the first half. There's a penalty going to the Northern Territory. As you can see, there's the siren, so this could well be the last hit up of the first half of football. The siren's gone in the background. Referee says, yes, girl, let's have a break. It's been a big first 20 minutes of rugby league here in our final game. But it's New South Wales country leading Northern Territory after the first 20 minutes by 16 points to nil. And we're back, folks, for the last 20 minutes of the championships here on day one. Just waiting now for the opposition in the Northern Territory to come back out onto the field. Not too far away. We're just getting official confirmation from our floor manager who's down on the sideline. He's just got into the sheds, knocked on the window, and here they come. They love our floor manager. They know when that tap is, that means come on out for the second game. And leading them out is Corey. Here she comes, out onto the field. Just having a chat there on the one runway out from the dressing sheds, thanks to Kerneth as well. There she is in support, the number 3 for the Northern Territory. So New South Wales country. Can they go on with it? So Clancy gets the final 20 minutes of day one underway. And what a start, what a kick. Gee, that was very furious off the boot, and it's just gone over the sideline. And what a start. Here it is here on our Harvey Norman replay. Gee, that went off the boot like a bullet. So Shoulders is out here on our commentary edge, just out of shot. We've got a deep back line coming her way very shortly. As we see now, Tegan Berry. Speaking of Shoulders, there she is. But she didn't get the pass that she would have been acquiring on that occasion. Here it comes on our Harvey Norman replay. So to go out and stretch, full stretch. So we'll have a scrum here. Putting it in, of course, will be Toy, the 5'8", for the Northern Territories on this occasion. Look at this. 3 in the tackle there from New South Wales country. Look no further than Taylor Montgomery leading the intrusion. So a couple more up their sleeve as they look to find holes, but there's no holes as they're forthcoming here. Running straight there into Clancy, but this will help them get well outside their own 20 here. They're going to take the tap and try and capture New South Wales country offside for the second time, but they were definitely awake to that. Clancy goes downstairs. Toy distributes it through the corridor, but it's been picked up here by New South Wales country. And Lya Chu is with it. So from Clancy to Montgomery to Berry, slices her way through. Did that pass go a little bit forward? Referee has called it up anyway. That happened right in front of our touch judge over there on the Des Webb stand side of the field. That's the little question mark that I had on it, but Not much in it, but it's 16 points to nil. They certainly know how to find their line to the try line this afternoon. New South Wales country, if you just tune to the coverage for the first time, I'd like to welcome you to the championships. The NRL Harvey Norman Women's National Championships. We're here every day, folks, until grand final day, which is going to be on Sunday, for big days of Women's Rugby League. Clashes aplenty, just like that one. Coming there from shoulders. But it gives a penalty away to the Territorians. Nice kick for touch. 40 metres away from their own line. So this is an opportunity. We haven't seen them on the attack inside country's territory much, have we, for the duration of this contest? That's all about to change. Here's Kurnoff. Sending it away from Toy. Finding Letty. Here's Shaw. Picked up and driven there by Big Chantel. Welcome to the championships. That had a bit of spice. Good go forward here by the Territories. Iagia. Here's Nikki with the footy. Good flick. Good pass. Taken down over there. Ball and all tackle right out there on the 30-metre line. Well, that had a bit of everything. Here we go on the replay. Hope you're enjoying these replays, folks. Immediately when the action happens, the replays pop up, keeping the coverage going. Tremendous stuff by our production team. The quickest replays that I've seen, no doubt, in live streaming over, 8-9 years. The production team doing a fantastic job here today for the NRL as country through Keeley up over the 40. Kapara, what a run. Gets the big legs pumping. Just over the halfway line they come now. Here's Montgomery. She shifts it. Shoulders, spreading herself all the way to the line. Incredible try to the electrifying winger. She loves it. Let's take another look at this. Look at that great floater. Stretching herself out in full flight. The cover came across, but Leedy couldn't quite take her into the ground in the nick of time. So we've hit 20. The kick to come right into the afternoon setting sun here from right out on the western touchline. Well, how good was that? Again, just supporting one another. They've been together for a number of months now, preparing behind the scenes, New South Wales country. Just a very classy squad, going places. The likes of Berry and Brown and Shoulders and of course Montgomery. And credit also to their coach this year in Alicia Kate Hawke. So we have the kick now falling for Sophie Lancy. So Clancy will be kicking into the afternoon setting sun on an easy conversion. And just sprayed to the left. But they're up by a convincing lead, aren't they? 20-0 over the Northern Territory inside the last 13 minutes of the clash here on day one of the National Championships. You're with Peter Jolly on a, well, I was just got to say, looking at the bureau here for the next couple of days, folks. We're in with tremendous weather. 26 tomorrow, 27 on Saturday. Looks like it's going to be 28 on Sunday for grand final day. So spread the word. If you're in Redcliffe up here in Queensland, come on down. You'll be in for an absolute rugby league treat. All the action getting underway from 9:30 tomorrow. Speaking of treats, we're in for a double treat here if you can get there, Clancy. Oh, they've gone bang, bang in the space of 30 seconds. Oh, New South Wales country, they are on fire here in the National Championships. Well, there you go. How good was that? Let's start the replay right on the 40-metre line. Ah, the double. Look at this. Athleticism at its finest in the women's game of rugby league. Over they go. Ah, celebrations all around. Tries galore on a smorgasbord of rugby league festival here in Redcliffe. And now we see Clancy again. Well, she just had the conversion of the other try only, 30 seconds ago, if that. This one is a little bit closer to the uprights for her. Brought it in about 20 metres in from touch. Just outside the 20-metre line. Oh, the music pumping around, isn't it? This is great stuff. As I said at the top of the show this morning, all the music that you hear today, especially after the tries, is the try scorer's favourite song. So, well done to everybody. A great initiative with the music pumping around the ground. Here's Clancy. And again, just to the left-hand side. But it really doesn't matter, I guess, at this stage of the clash. Her side up by 24 points to nil over the Northern Territory. Into our final 10 minutes. The Harvey Norman Women's National Championships. Oh, what a spectacular spot in the world up here in Redcliffe, hosting our 4-day tournament. Where else would you rather be than Queensland to host this? There's country. Loving their time in the sun this afternoon. Here's Chester. Takes it just to the halfway line. Here's Tevi now. Hasn't she done a lot of work with number 8 on her back? Here we go again. Chantel inside the 20. Oh, she was looking around for support. No support came. Penalty, though. Going a little bit too high. There, Kurnoff. Around the shoulder area. So right on the 10-metre line as Clancy shifts it to the right. Is there another try coming? It's on the ground. Both sides had their chance where they were looking for shoulders again out here on the right edge. But the pass just couldn't quite get to her in the nick of time. That was the pass that was intended to go to the centre three-quarter, who would have given it away there to shoulders if it all went to plan. But always next time for New South Wales country. Just hearing through our special effects mics. Phillips there just saying, don't worry, girls. We're up by 24 points to nil. So the Northern Territory coming outside their own 30. A little bit of a piggyback ride there by Preston. Going high, there she is. And that second marker. There's Preston, our first try scorer of the clash. So just over 8 minutes remaining in our final game here on day 1 of the championships. As the Territory hit it up to the 30-metre line. McCoy in a dummy half. Now there's the ball on the ground here. Did New South Wales come away and scoop it up? Trying to scoop it up there was our first try scorer in Preston, but we go to the replay here. Look at this. She was trying to get it back for her own side, wasn't she? But referee says you'll get it back, but just through the scrum. As Matilda Jones has on the park for New South Wales country, and she's going to put the ball into the scrum. Looks like Sophie Clancy's going to throw it away from the back of the scrum. That was her there, finding Montgomery. Here's Berry. What a play. What a try. The captain, the inspirational Brown. A captain's try. Oh, they're on fire. 28-0, and this is how it unfolded. What a ball from Berry. There's the captain backing her own ability. That's how you do it. Stellar stuff here in the championships. Just keeps on keeping on. We don't want to stop, do we? The crowd's looking around saying, no, let's go through to the floodlights. Well, unfortunately, we will have to stop after this one, folks, but guess what? We'll be back bright and early tomorrow morning. Set it on your alarm clocks, 9:30. That's right, 9:30 in the morning. We will be back for the Open Women's. Of course, the 20-minute games, our early game tomorrow morning, will feature the Gems up against the Australian Defence Force. We'll also see in action Western Australia. We'll see South Australia go around again against Victoria. So plenty of games to look forward to on our second day up here at the championships. This kick just to the left-hand side of the uprights. So the music keeps pumping and the countryside keep chiming in with spectacular tries, don't they? 28 points to 0. Well, whoever's putting the highlights package together today, where do you start? Where do you start? Where do you finish? We have probably seen over 150 tries today. It's been a try-scoring feast. Over 300 players. We've seen pretty much everybody on display in the championships on our screens today on NRL.com. And tomorrow will be no different. There's a tiny knock on here from country. Tiny knock on here from Lloyd Phillips. So let's see what the Territory can do here. We would love to see them come away with a try, wouldn't we? 28 points to 0. They've got a deep backline spread very left of this scrum. Out here on the edge. It's Girdler. But they go away from this side at the moment. And they come forward now through Leedy. Bumps away from one. Still going, big Leedy. That's the 20-metre line. 3 over the top. Down by 28 points to 0. Comes back then out of Johnson. There's Kernoff. Distributes it to the left. Aguirre tucks her under her left arm. She takes it down to the 10-metre line. Comes back away again now from Corey. This is Nikki with the footy. So pressure here for New South Wales as they spin the football. Aguirre, give it to me, she says. 3 over the top for New South Wales. It's the last tackle now for the Northern Territory. It's just a matter of getting it out to the left-hand side. They won't be able to throw it. They put in a kick, but it's knock on. Knock on time, that's pressure. Absolutely pressure. They're going to get it back all because of this kick. Well, they had 6 on 1, and that's no exaggeration, to the left-hand side, just off screen. They knew that they probably wouldn't have been able to pass it 40 metres at least. They went for the kick, but boy, hasn't it paid off here for them. They're going to get one last crack. With just over 2 minutes remaining here in our last clash. So there's the 6 in Toy, putting it in. Here's Nikki, fending away from one. Slammed there by 3 others from New South Wales country. Kernoff. Now they fly onto it. Here's May, brought down a couple of metres away. Where's Nikki? She wants it. She's got it. Oh, she just couldn't quite hang on to it, big Nikki. And the ball comes back to country, but this is how it unfolded. Just look for the stretch here to try and bring this into her possession. She was looking around, wasn't she? Deciding who to give it away to. So New South Wales country. Inside the last 90 seconds of the day. Nice hands there by Preston. How did that go forward? Yeah. Good call there by the touch judge over here on the right edge of country. That was the pass in question. You're watching the under-19s. For the territory here. Here's Nikki again. Look at the great defence she generates in attack. 4 on that occasion. Here's Genders. Turns it to the right. May rocking her way inside the 20. So 40 seconds remaining on day 1 of the championships. The territory. Are they able to get over the goal line here? Here's Toy surveying her options. Tackled in the middle of the in goal in the 10-metre zone. Back to Corey, the captain in traffic. Tackled there by Chester. Here's Kurnoff. They're going to kick it out wide. But New South Wales country do well. Here's the big push. And they force New South Wales country in goal. But I don't know if we're going to have enough time. We've only got about 4 seconds remaining. The siren's about to go. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. It's all over for day 1 of the championships. Congratulations, New South Wales country. A dominant victory over the territory by 28 points to 0. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed that coverage today. 9 games done and dusted. We've been on air since 9:30 this morning on NRL.com.au. But a big thanks to all the athletes that have put their bodies on the line here this afternoon at Moreton Bay Stadium here in beautiful Redcliffe. Day 1 done and dusted. We'll be back tomorrow for day 2 of 4 big days coming your way right here on NRL.com.